Good morning. Hope everyone's doing fine today. It's time for Midweek Motivation Live with Patrick Lee. People already tuning in, likes and loves already hitting the screen. That's incredible. I love that. That's awesome, man. Today we're going to talk about time. It's because it's time, right? We had a date for 10 o'clock, and here we are again at 10 o'clock. Midweek Motivation Live coming to you every week from here at Studio One downtown in the First Bank Southwest Tower. And got a little bit of sunshine, not overcast today. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And that's the only Mr. Rogers reference you're going to get from me today. Good morning, Sal. People already tuning in. I love that. I have come recently very much in tune with and in touch with time. And want to talk to you about that today. And hope this isn't a downer, right? This is Midweek Motivation Live. But I want to talk to you about how you use your time, man. We've got half a week behind us and another half ahead of us, right? So this is Wednesday, hump day. Everyone thinks, man, it's going to be tough, but I've made it this far. And if I get a little bit of motivation from Patrick Lee today, I'll be able to make it through the rest of the week, right? And that's my goal. But my goal is to help you change your life, not just today, but every day, not just this week, but every week. I want you to be successful in every area of life. That's my motto here. People have been reaching out to me a lot now on Instagram, YouTube, my Facebook pages, and they're messaging me. I keep getting all of these messages, and they say, I watch your content, and I'm always interested to dig into your thought process and why you come up with the things that you come up with and the titles that you have. Your Midweek Motivation Live, the tagline is motivating you to success in every area of life. On Instagram, one of my mottos, my tag life is challenging you to think new thoughts about buying and selling property. There are new ways, new thoughts, new things that can be done. Good morning, Amanda. Love you. So good to see you on here as well. Amazing. Lender, Miss Amanda McCampbell. And I love her. She's so sweet. Thank you for watching. But these are the things that I'm asked about regularly. Why do you title things the way that you do? Why do you put these things out? I have a motto for the team. Here we have thank you cards that we send out as well. And they'll have the team logo and a motto in there. And I'm actually having that printed. I'm having vinyl samples. I've been hanging on my wall now for the last couple of weeks. And my own team members and some other people yesterday are like, why do you have that sticker up on the wall? That I'm like, I'm testing on my wall to make sure that the vinyl is compatible with the kind of paint on the wall, because we're having a big logo and a motto printed on the wall. And that's our team motto for our thank you cards. It's just the Patrick Lee Group. It's people first, purpose driven, integrity above all. And those are three incredible things that are important to me. And it's like, well, Patrick, you said today we're going to talk about time. Yes, we are. Hey, Gary, good morning, my brother. Good to see you watching too. I have recently come into contact with a lot of things that are demanding of my time. And you do this too every day. I am so impressed and honored, deeply touched that you guys take time out of your day to watch the show. On Wednesday mornings. I mean, these things mean a lot to me. I am pulled in a bazillion different directions every day, as are you. And the thing that I am learning as we go through this life here on this planet is that the older we get, the more experience we have here in life, the faster it seems that time goes. And we've talked about this about a year ago. I did a talk on time and had the measuring tape out with the amount of time that we have behind us, the potential amount of years that we have ahead of us. And this is something else that has become very, very apparent to me lately is becoming time sensitive. The title, on Facebook and YouTube says time keeps slipping away. Now, when I was a younger man, right, that was a big, big song on the radio, rock and roll stations. Time keeps slipping away, slipping away, right? What does that mean, man? It's like, hey, we only have a certain amount of time on this planet. And I was listening to another podcast with some people that motivate me recently, and they brought it back to my remembrance about time. You know, I'm 57 years old. Many of the people that watch the show are much younger than me, and I'm super impressed with that. And there are a few people that are older as well. And the older we get, the more aware we become of the amount of time we have left on this planet. The big thing behind all of this, and why I'm talking about that is because I'm constantly talking to you about motivating you to have success in every area of your life. And we talk about goals and dreams and plans and experiences and things that you want to do on this planet in the time that you have. And if we don't learn to speed up our actions, that time's going to slip away, right? We only have a certain amount of times around this planet. And I want you to think about this. If you go to see a family member once a month, that's 12 visits in a year. If you go visit your mom, I go to visit my mom now, who's in Oregon because my dad passed away about a year and a half ago. And for a few years there, when the kids were younger and still living at home, and we're both working 2-job family and doing extra things to make ends meet when the kids are younger, right? We didn't take very many trips back to Oregon to visit my parents. They're very happy that we lived here in Texas. They are not travelers, so they didn't come out to see us and weren't able to. And we weren't able to. We just simply couldn't afford it at the time to buy plane tickets or take time off of work that we weren't allowed to drive 2 days to Oregon and then 2 more days back. So as we get older, those things start to become more and more important. Money is one of the things that we talk about on here, and money is simply a tool, right? It magnifies who you are and it helps you achieve the things that you want in life. And as you get a little bit older, you make a little bit more money. We've started to become more and more able to go back and forth to Oregon to meet my family, to see my parents. I was able to go out there for a few trips before my father passed away, and that was an incredible experience for me to be able to do that. And if we don't do that, and this may be the thing that you're going through in your life too, if we don't do that, those moments slip away. Time keeps slipping away. And as we say, well, I've always got next year or next summer, maybe it's the fishing trip with your uncle or your dad or your son or your daughter. It's a hunting trip. It's going to the river. It's going camping. It's taking that trip that you've always said that we want to do, right? Tomorrow never comes. If you don't learn how to speed up and grasp those moments while you have the chance, you're going to end up living a life of regret as you get older. And that's something that we want to avoid, right? I'm here to motivate you to stay away from that. So time is very, very, very apparent in my life. It's very near to me, and it's part of the things. It's one of the things that helps shape how I plan my day. And it should be with you as well. We all have a calendar, right? And it's either in the watch on our wrist, it's in our phones, it's on our computers. We have calendars. My calendar is controlled by me. It's controlled by other people. I give access to you through my digital business card at the bottom of every one of these videos. You can schedule an appointment in my calendar. I give you that ability. So I give up that time to help other people, but I don't give up my time to time wasters. So those are some of the things that people that know me are beginning to learn more about me as I go through my day. My time is not available to everybody all the time. I can't simply answer the phone or every text message or every request for my time that comes in. I have to spend the time that I have motivating the people that I'm here to motivate, doing the things with my family and my coworkers that I'm here to do, because time keeps slipping away, right? We have a certain amount of times around the sun, revolutions around the sun. So if you only go to visit your parents once a year, sorry for that, coughing into the microphone is never good, right? If you go to visit your parents once a year and you are, let's say you're 65, and you know the average lifespan on Earth for a male is 78, right? Then you have 13 more visits with your parents. And I'm just putting some of these things in perspective for you. If you play travel ball with your kids and they can play travel ball for, you know, they're 15 and they can do that for 3 more years before they need to start playing at college or planning on where they're going to go after that, then you've only got a couple more years that you can do that with them, right? So I know a lot of people in my life, people that I look up to and friends of mine that are doing everything that they can to experience the things in life with their kids, with their relatives, with their parents, to make great use of the time that they have. And my hat is off to them, and I applaud you for that. And that's my challenge to the rest of us today. We go through life and we have all of these plans and we make these goals and dreams and we set them out ahead of us. And we always say when things come in, and here's what always happens, we get this script of our life that we talked about year before, or week before last, right? We talked about scripting your future, and you write the script and you start moving forward, and then there's a plot change, right? How many times do you go to a movie and you're expecting things to happen in the plot of the movie? You kind of know how it's going to go, whether it's a love story or an action movie, right? We're really big in my house on action movies, so we went to go watch a couple of them lately now that the movie theaters are back open. And somewhere in the middle of that movie, there will be a plot change. And you're like, I thought I knew what was going on, right? Hey, Ross, good to see you tuning in again as well. So you're going along, following the script, and then all of a sudden there's a plot change that was unexpected. How do you respond to that? Because it's going to happen. Life is going to happen. Something's going to happen unexpectedly. You're going to get a phone call in the middle of the night, and it may not be tonight, and I'm not predicting this in your life, but it's happened to me, and it can happen to you too. You're going to get a phone call in the middle of the night, and someone's going to tell you your mom passed away, or one of your family members was in a car wreck. And immediately your heart jumps in your chest, and you're hit with fear, love, emotion. And then one of the next feelings that comes in after that is regret. Because what do you always say? What do your friends always tell you? Oh my gosh, we had plans to go on this trip together. We were supposed to be doing a family reunion this year. Now they're not going to be there. We had plans to go do this. I was just talking to them, and we were talking about the things that we were going to do moving forward, and now they're not here. I had planned for my life to go this way, and all of a sudden it went a different way. Maybe you're young and in love, and you plan on getting married in a couple of years, and then one thing leads to another, and all of a sudden you are in a situation to where you're going to be having a child unexpectedly. Plot change, right? So automatically you start thinking new thoughts about how you're going to change your goals, your life, your dreams, your experiences that you want to have. Those plot changes happen to you. They happen to me. I've been called in the middle of the night. I've been called in the middle of the day, and someone says, so-and-so is no longer with us. It can be a parent. It can be a sibling. It can be a family member. It can be a best friend. And there's going to be a plot change. So what are we going to do to live the life that we intend to live, to gather the experiences rather than regrets? Are we going to have the experiences in life with that person? Or are we going to live with regret that we didn't get the opportunity to have that experience? So my challenge to you this week is to start changing the way you think about time. Time is not indefinite. Time is not endless. Okay? It's one of our finite resources. We only have a certain amount of time, energy, and money, right? Time is a finite resource. And if we don't learn how to look at it that way, that it is not endless, it is, we do not have all the time in the world. We need to take advantage of the time that we have, and we need to learn to use the time that we have more wisely, and use that time gathering up experiences with people, the people that matter to us, the people that we love. Go on the fishing trips, man. Take the vacations, take the time off work, and go spend time with the people that you love. Money is renewable. It's finite, right? We only have a certain amount. But the good thing about that is that it's renewable. And the thing that you give up today in exchange for an experience, if that costs you a little bit of money, you can get that back, right? You can get that back. but time you cannot. Time is not endless. So I'm here to motivate you. I'm not trying to drop a heavy revy on you today, right? I'm trying to motivate you to have success in other areas of your life. Mortality is something that's going to affect all of us, right? People are going to come into our life and they're going to leave our life. And we had better learn better how to handle that, because it's just going to happen. Do you want to go have those trips? Do you want to go see the leaves change color in the fall and drive through the countryside with someone that you love? Do you want to go to Napa Valley and tour all of the vineyards in California or Oregon or Washington or other people or other places? Are there tropical islands that you've never gotten to go to that you want to experience? That's one of mine, right? I want to go hop on a sailboat and sail through all the tropical islands in the Caribbean, right? Hang out on some beaches. That's really something that I have goals and dreams of. So how do we go after those things? How do we make those things happen? Well, we take advantage of the time that we have and we schedule it. You put it in your calendar and you plan for that. You take the resource that you do have and you apply it to that. I've asked you this, and I'm calling it my bonus tip, but I've been asking you this now for the last few weeks. Is your life for sale? If your life is for sale, you will give up your time in exchange for nothing. Let's live a fulfilled life instead. I hope this challenges you this week. I hope this causes you to think a new thought, right? Because when that plot change happens and you have plans to either run your business, run your team, make money, do the things, right? Everyone says, I want to do all the things, right? That's what people keep saying. I want to do all the things. Realize that you can do everything in life that you want as long as you plan your day, plan your career, and shoot after those goals and dreams. Plan them, assign your resources to them, put them in your calendar, and make them happen. If you don't make those things happen, you will end up with those regrets. Wouldn't you rather have the experience, the memory? I have great memories going places when I was a kid with my family, camping trips, right? My dad has passed. I can no longer go on a camping trip with my dad. When we were kids, when I was a younger kid, camping was a tarp over a rope between two trees out in the middle of the woods next to a river where you could fish and swim and hang out and cook over the campfire, right? That was camping. Now, a lot of people say camping has got to be some big extravagant thing, and you have to have an RV or you have to have a tent with 4 bedrooms in it and heating and air conditioning and, air mattresses and blankets and all of those things. To me, we call that glamping. Some of my friends are glampers, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but to me, that's not camping. But if you go out and have an experience with your family, glamping, hallelujah, good for you, right? If your idea of a good time is going to and spending time in a motel somewhere near the woods with someone you love, and you can go back to the motel and take a shower at the end of the day, but you can go hike through the trails and climb the trees and go mountain biking and do all the things and swim in the river and fish for trout. And at the end of the day, you've made an experience. Good for you. Doesn't matter if you're under a tarp thrown over a rope between 2 trees. You had an experience. If you can go skydiving, Elva, one of my teammates now, has been ziplining and skydiving and traveling around the islands, and other people on my team are planning trips to go do the same thing. I'm going to be going to one of the islands for a mastermind here in the fall and in St. Thomas, and I'm incredibly excited about it because I want to have these experiences. I want to meet the people that are changing my life through social media, through masterminds, through videos, through podcasts, and different Zoom meetings that I get involved in every week. I want to have those experiences too, just like you do. But the only way to have those experiences is to plan them, put them in your calendar, use your money, your finances, those resources to make these things happen. Because if you don't, you're going to end up saying you're sorry to a lot of people later on in life. Eileen, thank you for watching. You agree. Yes, you do end up regretting not going, not visiting. You need to do the things now instead of putting things off for tomorrow. Exactly. Yep. You are so right. So anyway, that's really it for this week, man. This has been heavy on my heart, and I wanted you guys, you know, I wanted you guys to get this. It's important to me. I want you to have the experiences. I want to motivate you to get off your butt and go out and do the things that you need to do in your life. You guys are all wonderful people, good friends of mine that watch the show each and every week, and I appreciate that. I want you to be successful in every area of your life, and using your time wisely is one of those things that's very important. So don't waste your time. Don't sell out your life sitting on the couch eating potato chips. Get your butt up, get out and do the things with the people you love that you're going to make experiences with, you're going to make memories with. Okay. I hope this has helped you this week. This has been Patrick Lee with Midweek Motivation. Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.